Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mitzi69, and this is the Helsing. It is back for only, I think, the second time, and it is in some crates, which I will talk about at the end. But for now, we are going to talk just about the tank. So the DPM is a Tier 7 Hybrid Nation TD, DPM 2632, next to just some random Tier 7 TDs. The DPM doesn't look great like compared to the rest. The penetration doesn't look great compared to the rest. In fact, it's below par. 170 pen, and then the T25AT, which is 198, SU100M1 219. This is 170, so the penetration is quite low. It has a 200 alpha gun, but it is double barreled, so it's got two shells in the shot, and it's literally straight after the other. And it's what makes this tank so unique. It's the only tank in the game of this kind. On top of that, it goes 60 kilometers per hour. The armor doesn't look great with 60 on the hull and 80 on the turret, but because it is all sloped, it's very, very, very troll, and you're going to get some bounces. Now, we have 3 battles for you. This is a tier 8, so there is only 3 tier 7s, with myself included. So there's 4 tier 8s. Yes, the penetration, as stated, isn't great, which you will struggle to pen those IS5s, IS6s, but it's nothing that a bit of APCR can't deal with. If you get the front of them, load the APCR, then it will go through no problem. So already we have decided all to come left. We've got 3 mediums and a light tank. The enemy have got 2 mediums. So we've spotted the Panther, the CDC. Panther's now gone. We're going to get the CDC. And already we have lost a little bit of hit points, but we've got a kill and we've done 680 damage. And here we're going to show you, not just yet, I didn't even mean to hit that ISU, but we hit both shells into him. Now, I think people all are going to say this tank's OP, and the title of my video is it OP? It's borderline. It is borderline. We get a shot there. It's a very nice tank, and it can probably be classed as OP. Now, I think the only frustrating thing about this tank is it's got the double barrel, but sometimes, or a lot of the time, especially against these heavies or moving tanks, just like this IS3, just for example, only 1 shell penned. So you're only doing 200 damage. Now, if you can get the back of a tank like that, or easily, yes, you can pen with both shells. So I think that is probably the only bad thing. But the good thing is things like this. Now, I pressed the button too early, the fire button. So the first shot went nowhere near. But as I was moving, because I was moving when I pushed the fire button, the second shell. So it sort of swings and roundabouts. So sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it goes against you. And also I've seen a few people kill 2 tanks with 1 shot because the 2 shells. It happens. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. So that was the first battle. Not too bad. Tier 8 battle, and it was just over 3k. Now moving on. This battle, I am platooned with my good friend Luna, clan mate of mine, recently joined our clan, and he is in the Tankenstein. Now, we pushed up the middle, and already we can see the enemy is capping B, so we're going to move out, Going to see who we've got, and we have got the Cromwell. So we get a shot into him, and he's literally got deleted. 7 HP left. But the Star Chaser up there, again, we managed to get both shells into him, and we managed to get a bounce. Dracula comes for some action, but he misses his shot. And then as soon as we reload, we can poke out and get that Star Chaser. And that was a nice on-the-move shot from Luna. And this is where it gets just a little bit too hectic. There's like 4 tanks here, and we are all bashing into each other. Just look at that. We got a Tiger P round. We get a shot into him, and now we was intending to leave him because he's low hit points, but pretty much everyone had the same idea. So we was all going to leave him. So I'm going to ignore him, and we're going to go for the AC. So because more damage, but then as I reload, the VK gets in my way. So I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to leave them to it. They don't need my help. We've got a scavenger around here. Just look how red that scavenger is. So annoying. But we've also got a Tiger 1. So you're going to see I'm going to ignore the scavenger. And what I intended to do here is go past the scavenger, get the Tiger, hoping the scavenger will look at me, so Luna can have the back of him. Didn't go to plan, but we do manage to take out the Tiger, and we do manage to take out the Dracula, which means Luna is now in front of the scavenger, Gravedigger, sorry, and I am behind, and we take him out. So we bounce 475, so we get 475 block damage that battle. Not a bad battle, quite nice. It was a tier 6 battle. 108,000 credits we earned there. So 3.5k damage, just under 1,000 assistant damage, and we spotted a few tanks. Now again, our third and final battle. We have 3 tier 7s and 4 tier 8s. Now this battle I messed up big time, but it almost cost us the battle, and it's just a stupid error. So we're going to go and push forward towards C. We haven't spotted anyone just yet, so we are going to cap. Now we have spotted a couple of tanks to our left, which is the LTTB Helsing. We have the T-34 there. We can't risk capping the base. We had to back up there. We did not want to take a shot from that T-34. We try and get a shot into his tiny hatch on top of the turret, but we don't manage to pen it. And now he's pushing forward, but we can't quite get the gun depression down. So we're going to push forward, and we're going to try and get a shot on this LTTB. We're going to go up the hill, make sure we're hiding at all times from that T-34, and we get a few shots into that LTTB, putting him down to a 1 shot or a 1 clip. Our WZ-110 now pushes forward, but hopefully I can get a shot into him before he does, and I just managed to take him out. So the Panther 2 is up here, the WZ-110 is up here, so we are now all going to focus at the same tank. We are ignoring the Mod 1, which is great play. Great play from the 3 of us. There is just a Mod 1 running around, and yes, one of our teammate, the Panther, dies, but there was 3 tanks on 1. If one of them tanks would have took the attention of the Mod 1 instead, it would have been a different story. But now we take out the T-34, and we've got 2 tanks now on the Mod 1. So as he runs away, we managed to get a shot both in at the same time. However, he is low hit points. We get 1, and that's what I mean with the Helsing. He pens 1 shot, but he doesn't pen the other. So we have the Louver down here. I'm not too sure what he's doing, but he's capped A, and he's just gone straight across B. Hasn't even wanted to cap B. We get 2 rounds into him. I'm thinking that my WZ-110 is going to die, and I don't really want him to die just yet. I need him. And again, the Louver just sits there. However, it is now 3 against 4. So I'm hoping our WZ-110 managed to stay alive. The louver shoots, but the WZ-110 manages to take him out. So I could have took him out. However, I'm not going to moan too much. The WZ-110 helped me a lot, which means now we can get around the back, because there is only one more tank up here, and he's dealing with 3 tanks, which is the 87, and he has held it really well. So we managed to take out the Gravedigger, leaving just the T-34-2 and the enemy Helsing. So the T-32 makes a vital mistake here. He pushes out too much, and we somehow get both of our shells into him for our 4th kill, leaving just the Helsing. So we're going to push forward. The Helsing finally takes out our WZ-110, and this is where I make mistakes. So the 87 is shooting him. Now, he shoots him again. He's on a 1-shot. I'm also a 1-shot. Just as I reload, he stops and he goes backwards. Now, that was very unfortunate. Very bad play on my behalf. All I had to do was hit him. That is all I have to do. And now, yes, we win on a cap points. So I'm telling the 87, just stay there. He's a good player, so he knows what he's doing. The Helsing has to make the move. He has to make the move. And pretty much the only thing he can do is kill him. So luckily he gets 1 shell into him, but now that has made it even tougher. Now the 87 does the right thing here. He pushes around this rock, so he's not so much in the open. The Helsing has to move a bit further than he did before he dropped down, and he manages to take him out. So luckily my error wasn't so bad, and we managed to win anyway. And we finished that battle on 4,500 damage, 4 kills, 70,000 credits, 1,477 base XP. So a very nice battle. Very good battle from the 87 as well. He held it very well, and we won the battle because of him. Although the enemy Helsing did very well as well. 3.5k damage, 500 assistant damage. We only spot 1 tank, 120 victory points. So overall, actually a very nice battle, and that pretty much is the Helsing. Yes, you can say it is OP. It is a very nice tank. Now, how do you get the tank, and is it really worth it? So there is crates. There's crates for the Helsing, and there's crates for the Dracula. And you can see 10 crates for 28,000 gold, 5 crates for 14.5k, and 1 crate for 3k. So is it really worth it? Now, I don't gamble, or I won't gamble on crates, because you just never know. If you buy the 5 crates for 14,500 and you get the Helsing, then yes, you could say it's worth it. But also, you could buy 20 crates and not get the Helsing. So then it's not worth it. So it's literally up to you if you want to try and go for it. But that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. A fantastic tank. And I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.